I think I'm on the Dr. Phil show because I've had severe issues with abuse in my life. There's been like 10 or 12 times I've been molested, and there's been like 4 times that I've been raped. And there's been a lot of time that I did what I had to do to survive. My mom didn't sexually abuse me. My father, however, would stick his tongue in my mouth. I thought it was strange, but I mean, I don't know, maybe there are men that kiss their daughters and they slip her the tongue. Maybe that's just normal. Maybe I'm just crazy. I've been married twice. The first time, well, I was 15 and a half, and that lasted on and off for 5 years. The latest husband, we've been married 24 years. I never got a chance to be a child, and I never really got a chance to be a teenager. Right now, I'm in the best shape of my life. I have never been this clean and this healthy. I'm actually very happy with the fact that I'm as authentic as I can possibly be. Before, I would put myself off and I would let myself down, and now I'm like, no, I can't do that anymore. If I have a frustration feeling and I can't get through it, I go for that walk, or I start writing, or listening to music, and I'll change the music up, heavy metal or whatever, to country. When I do a little bit of mushrooms, it gives me more energy and it makes me feel more relaxed in my brain, like I can be more creative. The portion that I've been taking lately, I had eaten a little piece the day before, because it lasts for like 3 days in your system. And he was like, oh my God, I wish you'd just act normal.
What was it like moving in with your aunt? You were in a healthy place, you said.
I don't know if you want to say it was healthy, because I was still processing all the stuff. When I left him, I was emotional, because I was like, I spent 24 years. It's like, oh, you can only go this far. You can only swim this much. So one of my friends' kids said, you know, Bonnie's always been consistent.
I'm trying to get to, what was it like moving in with your aunt?
It's difficult living with my Aunt Cyndi. She wants to know who I'm on the phone with, and she's like obsessed with knowing my business. Where are you going? Who are you going to be with? And I'm like, I'm an adult now. I'm capable of taking care of myself. Aunt Cyndi, listen, I love you, and I just want you to be my aunt. Please just let me be me for a little while. She keeps herself busy by checking on me and finding out what I'm doing all day long. I didn't really get to be a child. I mean, she sold all my frickin' toys so she could get drunk. I have twitches because of some of this stuff, and now I got cotton mouth like a but at least I'm in a good mood. Cannabis.
Well, Bonnie, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Do you think your aunt and cousin are right that you need help and that you have had pain inflicted on you in your life?
I've had problems just like everybody else has. I mean, some of them are a little bit more intense, I guess, but I have a good head on my shoulders, other than the fact that I numb myself out with all the drugs and stuff that I took so that I could do those movies that I was in before I got here. And I tried to do real estate. I tried to balance out a life, and it was just property or body property. Either way, I was selling something so that somebody could live, and somebody was living. I got my son from, my mom was a 6th grade dropout. I was a 9th grade dropout. Then I went and got my real estate license, and I lied, I faked on the exam that I had a high school diploma, but I got the real estate license, and then I felt bad about it because I was like, I did something wrong. So I made my sister and I go back and we got a GED, and that was because of my aunt.
How do you get along with your son now?
I don't talk to my son now.
And do you miss that?
I have days where it's something that bothers me, or it bothers me every day, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you miss him.
It's part of life, isn't it?
Sure. And what do you miss most about him?
Just hearing his voice or seeing his face. You know, when you have a child and you try to get that child through life and try to give them a better life than you ever thought, I did bad, yeah. I did bad so I could try to give him more than I had.
Let me stop you for a second, and let me give you a little bit of a warning here. I'm gonna interrupt you a lot today.
Okay.
Because I think you breathe through your ears because you don't ever take a breath. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.